Hi, everyone. So today I want to walk you through how to sign up for a username on the Unison Community website. So this is for desktop or laptop sign up only. I will be creating another video if you want to sign up on your cell phone or iPad or other type of tablet. But again, this is for a laptop website. So the first step is to go to Unison, Unison Community, COMMUNITY.com. So you see here, we have our website. And now in order to sign up, you go to the top right corner where it says sign up. We press the button and now a new window will pop up. And this is where you get to create your username, select an avatar, and put in your sign-in information. So for my username, let's just use example 123, just as an example. So for your username, you do need 3 to 24 characters, and these can consist of letters, numbers, hyphens, or underscores. So no spaces are allowed. If I add a space, it will not let me create the username. So please just use characters such as letters, numbers, hyphens, and underscores. Then you will select an avatar. Your avatar is the image that will be associated with your username when you create posts or put in comments. So as you can see here, this person has a heart, this person has a flower, this person has a palm tree, etc. So we will go ahead and select our avatar. A window will come up. I am currently working on a PC, so these avatars look a little bit different than they might look if you have an Apple product. So, I'm going to go ahead and select one. I will use the thermometer. So great, that is my image. So now whenever I type anything with example 123, this image will appear next to my name. Now I will put the email address that I would like to be associated with this account. So all my related account emails or anything to do with this website will be sent to this address. So make sure it is one that you do check regularly. So I am putting in my email address. And then I will create my password. So the password needs to consist of an uppercase letter, a lowercase letter, a number, and a symbol. And the symbol is an exclamation point, the pound symbol, a dollar sign, percent sign, etc. And then has to be at least 8 characters long. So it can't be cat, for instance. It needs to be a longer word. So I will go ahead and create my password. All of these X's will turn into check marks once you've hit that. And if you want to see the password, make sure this I on the right is not crossed over. So when you can see the I fully, that's when you can see it. So this is an example. I'll change this password later, so don't try to log into my account, but this is the example password. So I'm making my password. I have all of these, and you can see, if you want to see it, the slash should be over it. And then date of birth, you can select your date of birth. And this is mainly to ensure that you're old enough to be on the site. So you have to be 13 years old to be on this website. So just put in my birthday. And then so you scroll down to your year. And then select if you're open to being contacted. We would love for you to be open to being contacted so we can get your feedback via survey. That's really helpful to us, especially as you're in the beta phase of this website, meaning that this is just the initial draft of the website. So any feedback that we can get is very helpful. And then you must agree to the community guidelines and terms and conditions if you would like to join. You can read these if you are interested in learning more about what these entail by clicking on the links. But I will go back and create my account. So this password was actually not strong enough. So there's concern that someone might be able to hack into my account. So I'm going to go back and make it more complicated. So I'll go ahead and do that. Making it more complicated is something that you think no one would be able to guess. So typically a strong password is a short phrase like cat sits on a wall, 8, 9, random numbers, add symbols. So for instance, cat sits on a wall, 859 %, something of that nature. I'm going to go ahead and create a new password. Please hold. Great. So that password worked. You can, depending on what browser you use, there will be an option to save your password. If you're really bad at saving them, you can. I'm going to go ahead and save mine for these purposes. It's just a personal preference thing. And then now the account is created successfully. So I have to go to my email to check this. So this went straight to my inbox, which is great. But I do want to let you know that for some people, the email has been going to spam. So in that case, you would check your spam and see if anything comes up here, just to make sure the email didn't go there if you're not seeing it in your inbox. So if the email doesn't appear here from Unison support, please check your spam. It's likely in here. So for me, it came to my inbox, which is great. Sometimes the email, because we do have this image here, it might say that the email is suspicious, just because we are a new domain. As you can see, our email comes from unisoncommunity.com, which is a new website, which is exciting for us, but sometimes your inbox thinks it could be suspicious. So please, if you see that the message is from Unison support with this email address, support@unisoncommunity.com, the email is safe. In order to proceed with your account, you do have to confirm your email. So if you don't click on this link and try to sign into your account, it will not let you do so. So please click confirm email so that we know you're a real person who's trying to create a real account. This is how we keep the site safe. And then now you can see the login button and the sign up button went away, and now my avatar is appearing here. So once your avatar appears here and you're signed in, there's a few things going on. You can check your profile. Here's where anything you have posted or any of your comments will appear once you start posting. Here is where your notifications show up. So if anybody has reacted to or commented on your posts, that is where you can see that. It's like a little bit of an inbox for your activity. And then here is where you can post. So before we do that, I want to go back to the home page, and here you can see all of the activity happening on the site on this feed. You can also search for activity. So thin hair maybe. Oh, I want to see what this is about. You can search and find here. You can like a post. You can comment. This was very insightful. Good to know. Or you could add anything else. It doesn't just have to be feedback. It can be continued conversation. You can also go by topic. So if you want to go, morning stretches under the aging category, we call these little subcategories spaces. But so this is the morning stretches space, and then somebody posted stretches for mobility. So let's go ahead and go back home. Great. You don't have to go home to create a new post, but sometimes it just helps me to reset. So we'll go here. We will click post, and you can choose an existing space, something that's in one of these subcategories. Here, if no one has done a subcategory yet, there will be nothing to appear under the main category, but you can always create one. And then other is for anything that doesn't fall under these existing subcategories. So let's say I want to ask a question about, let's see, we can do something about aging, but I don't want it to be about morning stretches. So let's create a new space because the only categories under aging are vision and morning stretches, and I want to talk about something else. So I will talk about just an example. Let's do mental health as we age. So that goes under the aging category. You have to choose one of these main ones. And then this space name will now appear under aging. So soon it'll be under morning stretches, or above it actually, since it's in alphabetical order. And then we say, what is this about? Well, this can be as long or as short as you want it, but it does help other people to understand what the space you created is about, and it will help us drive engagement on this. So we will do this about evolution of mental health as we approach middle age, something of that nature. And then we can have the option to type our first post that falls under this category, which a lot of people do because that's the reason they created this space in the first place. So here we'll put brain exercises for aging. And then I can just ask a question or put any information that I want to share. So I could ask, does anyone know of good mental health exercises for aging? And then we go ahead and create the space and post. Cool. So now that has posted. We'll go home and see that it posted. And then also we will see it here under aging. So there we go. People can like and comment on the post. And now, like I mentioned, if you go to my profile, you'll see everything that all of your activities. So your posts, your comments, and then everything here. So that is a little overview of how to access the site. Down here, we have our community guidelines, which we also saw briefly when I was signing up. We have our logo that takes us home, always to the home page. The about, which tells us what is this website about, how you can contact us, provide us feedback, or ask any questions, information about the founders. And then here is how you can follow us or find us on Instagram, where we will share clips from our podcast and more information about us and information about stories that we are wishing to share. So hopefully this video was helpful. If you do have any questions, you can contact us at this email address, which is support@unisoncommunity.com. And We look forward to having you join us on the website. Thank you very much.